Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Taha Khalifa from Intel Corporation. I'm the country manager for the Gulf. And I'm here today to talk to you about three key areas in my presentation. The first one is Intel digital transformation journey and how that relates to the IoT. Number two is how Intel works in the IoT ecosystem and collaborate across the partners and across the industry to grow and develop the IoT market. And then, as Asim was just sharing with us, there is a significant growth that is taking place in the region in the digital transformation. And this growth has been driven primarily by all of the visions across the region, from Vision 2030 here in Dubai, Saudi Transformation Plan, Vision 2030 in Qatar. All of these visions have technology as the heart of the visions and solutions. We've seen over the last few years the acceleration of digital transformation and how technology has become integral and important in every active aspect of our life, whether it's work, learn, and how we even communicate. This has been accelerated significantly during COVID. However, we see that this acceleration will continue, driven primarily by 5 technologies that Intel call the 5 superpowers. These 5 superpowers are, number 1, ubiquitous compute. We expect over the next few years that compute is going to be available at a more wider space, to the point that by the end of 2030, we expect that every citizen can have access to 1 teraflop of compute, 1 terabyte of storage, less than 1 millisecond away. So you can imagine this amount of compute availability to people across the globe. Number 2, pervasive connectivity. And we've seen as we grow the connectivity, we see how we're all connected, but 5G is enabling different kinds of connectivity between machines, private wireless network, and is going to have disruption and innovation that will fuel the digital transformation. Number 3, and it's very related to the IoT, is the edge to cloud infrastructure. The utilization of the reach of the edge and the scale and scalability of the cloud enable companies to select where they want to place their workload and where they want to add compute across from the edge to the cloud. Gartner predicts that this year, almost 50% of enterprise-generated data will be outside the cloud and the data centers. And in 2025, it's going to reach 75%. This shows to a large impact how this level of edge smartness is impacting the generation of data. The 4th superpower is artificial intelligence, and we all know the impact of AI on getting the insights and creating business solutions and solving problems impacting every sort and every aspect of our life. And I know my colleague is going to be talking about AI and its role today as well. The last one is sensing, which is the edge and these devices. Now they collect data to us, but we expect the sophistication of the data collected to grow to enable us to build the next wave of solutions. These are, whether it's augmented reality or virtual reality, enabling next generation metaverse type of solutions. All of this has been underlying, there's been an underlying technology behind this, which is the semiconductor chip solutions and process technologies. We've seen the impact of the digital transformation on the chip industry, and we've seen how when there is an acceleration in demand, the industry was unable to fulfill this demand because of the logistics and everything. It created a complete challenge across the globe. In fact, if you look at the auto industry alone as a segment, they lost $200 billion because of the chip shortage. As such, at Intel, we're working very closely across the globe to make sure that we build a resilient, geographically diversified supply chain that will enable us to enable this growth that is happening in the technology. Intel has always been going through these transformations. In fact, when we kicked off in the beginning, we were just a memory company. We were not a CPU company. It took us a while until we moved into the CPUs and provided the building blocks for the first PC. And as you can see, the journey has been quite long. But let me call out one key milestones, which is the Centrino. This is when we added connectivity to the PC, when we added the Wi-Fi to the PC. That was the first mega innovation that changed the way that we live, work, and learn right now. What we are doing right now is we are building what is called IDM 2.0, which is our next strategy to provide the building blocks from the edge to the cloud. We're not just a PC company. We are the hardware manufacturer and also semiconductor manufacturer that provides the building blocks that fuel everything from edge to the cloud through IDM 2.0 strategy. In fact, from the semiconductor perspective, we are expected to deliver 5 process nodes in 4 years, which is something that Intel has never done before. So by 2024, 2025, we are moving the industry into the angstrom era, and this is 1/10 of a nanometer. So that gives you an idea at the level and the amount of integration that we are driving into the industry that will help you drive more edge complexity, more edge smartness, more processing powers into that. And with that, I would like to share with you some very interesting data. If you look at this first processor, the Intel Core 004, it had only 2,000 transistors, okay? Our latest graphics, HPC graphics processor, had 100 billion transistors. That's 50 million X the amount of transistors that we had in the first CPU. That gives you the amount of innovation that is happening in the industry to fuel the IoT changes and the technology changes that happen. Our CEO expects that we will hit a 1 trillion transistor per chip by 2030, and the semiconductor industry, which is now generating $500 billion worldwide, would grow to $1 trillion by the end of 2030. So it's not only about the semiconductor and it's not only about hardware. Intel also has been working on what is called a platform. Intel has 19,000 software engineers, and as such, we're one of the top 10 software companies worldwide. And we build our hardware solutions, we add on those the differentiating software solutions, and we work with our customers and our partners and the ecosystem to enable and develop services that will fuel future innovation and disruption. And as such, I wanted to go and focus on what are we doing in the IoT industry in general. Our role in the IoT industry is more on the orchestration side. We provide the hardware ingredients to our OEMs and ODMs to develop their hardware. We work closely with the independent software vendors and the cloud solution providers as they build the systems. And then eventually, when these systems and when the IoT solution integrators and solution providers work to integrate these to build solutions for the customers, we work closely with them in developing these solutions and with their deployment at the customer site. In fact, we just rolled out what is called marketplace.intel.com, where we enable our partners to publish, share, and collaborate their solutions. And there are 2 types of solutions that we work with our customers with. The first one is the market-ready solutions, and these are the deployable solutions that we deploy directly at the customer and we can scale. So think of those as more or less a cookbook of how to build a fully deployable solution at the customer side. We have around 480 solutions at our marketplace, and these are deployed at more than 150 countries. This is an opportunity for our partners to market their solution, to look for complementary solutions from other partners, and build this knowledge in the ecosystem that is needed. I think this one can be one of the questions, or to answer the question that Asim was talking about, how we can accelerate IoT. And using this infrastructure can help us accelerate the deployment of these solutions. The next type of platforms we put on the marketplace is what we call RRK, which is the RFP ready kits. Think of those as building blocks that the system integrators and builders can use to build final solutions. So again, it's an opportunity to build specific solutions and to create this collaboration that we work with. So generally speaking, you think of Intel as an orchestrator across the whole supply chain, working closely with our partners to develop in a flexible way, deployable way, and help them market these solutions to create this collaboration amongst the IoT ecosystem. As I mentioned, I wanted to share with you what we are doing here in the region, because we see this region as one of the growth regions and true growth in technology. And this has been driven dramatically by all the visions that wanted to diversify the economies in the region and move from an oil-based type of economies to knowledge-based economies, with a lot of visions that put technology at the heart and soul of these visions to move forward. We've seen here in the UAE the focus on AI, on blockchains, creating an entrepreneurship community. All of these are building an environment for growth, and I believe this is the right time for us to invest and to be part of this growth in the region. We've launched Project Mustaqbal in 2019, and the key pillars of this initiative is to be part of this digital acceleration by driving the technology and thought leadership, where we work closely with governments and government agencies in order to provide whatever advisory role that they need across the supply chain to help accelerate these visions of acceleration. The second one, and it relates very closely to what we're here today, is being very close to our ecosystem and enable them to grow. Because our vision cannot be implemented by us as Intel. We rely on our partners, their innovation, their access to customers, and the great talent that they collect to provide these solutions to market. In fact, we've worked with DisruptX to provide some of these market-ready solutions that we mentioned. It's called Ignite Shield, and the purpose of this MRS is to monitor the quality of air, gas, and water inside of living communities. So working closely with our ecosystem to provide and enable solutions and accelerate the development of technologies across the region. The last one is the Intel Innovation Center, and I'm pretty sure that a few of you had a visit to the Intel Innovation Center in Dubai Silicon Oasis yesterday. The whole idea of this innovation center is to bring all of us together by showing some of these market-ready solutions, by showing some of Intel innovation, and by inviting either our customers or partners to deliver workshops and to collaborate to address these mega changes. So in summary, I just wanted to share with you that Intel is not just a PC company, and I will answer the question about the Core i to Asim later, because I know the answer to that, by the way. But we are not just a PC company. We're a company that provides the building blocks from edge to the cloud and providing the semiconductor chips that the world needs to move forward. We are working very closely in the IoT supply chain and ecosystem to accelerate the adoption and to provide innovation and disruption. And our initiative in the Middle East, Project Mustaqbal, which is a way for us to be part of the digital acceleration in the Middle East, is a key pillar overarching our activities in the region. With that being said, thank you so much and look forward to a very productive meeting for this. Thank you.